What's up? I think that's where that's supposed to go. We'll see when somebody types in chat. Let me pull this up on my phone. Where the is my phone? Where the is my phone? It's always weird when you can't find your phone, isn't it? Oh, found it. Found it. Ow. P-Mac Dance Dude. What up, my guy? How are we feeling? Hey, the chat is lined up. Oh, gosh. P-Mac Dance Dude, welcome to the Lotus Seats. Hey, appreciate you, my guy. That seriously is very, very helpful. Oh my gosh. Well, that's gonna keep ringing. I'm just gonna put that right here. I got everything set up anyway. I'm good, broski. Hell yeah, man. You getting any weather where you are? We're supposed to get, like, not anything severe here, just some minor stuff. We ain't getting anything crazy on my end. Maybe a little snow, a little ice, but nothing major. It's been raining a bunch here and in the 40s. Okay, so you're just above. You're good. You're good. As long as it doesn't drop, you should be all right. It's gross out, I bet. I don't know where it was, but somewhere's supposed to be getting like 4 to 6 inches of like pure ice. And it's gonna cause like power outages and shit. That's gonna suck. So if that's you, thanks for watching, I guess. But man, that's rough. It's 20 degrees at night though. Ooh, you're gonna get some ice. Some definite ice. We tell you that much. How do I? Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. So, you know how this goes. It's well, it's Saturday night instead of Friday night, so maybe you don't know how this goes. Matt4943. Wait, is this my deck? Yeah, Matt Will. I'm assuming this is you. Heck yeah. We'll have ice for sure, yeah. Okay. So, Matt, we're taking a look at your Mr. Negative deck. The first thing that popped into my head, is there a reason that you spell Mr. over putting MR? Because this feels like it would just be MR. You know what I mean? Is there like a grammar reason that you use this over MR period? I'll post another link for you for next month or whenever you get to it. Yes, please do. Send me as many decks as you want, my guy. Okay, so Mr. Negative, submitted by Matt Will. In the chat, his name is Matt4943. This is his Mr. Negative deck. Let me know if the music's too loud or anything. I can always switch that. I'm very OCD, so it's Mr. on the card, so it's Mr. on the name. Oh, I got... Sorry, my throat, jeez. I understand that, but I mean like on the card. Is there a grammar reason that you use Mr. over MR? I'm just curious. Like in grammar. Can you just use either or? Because Mrs. Bumbleflower or Miss Bumbleflower is MS, so Mr. should be MR. But it's MISTR. Weird. Man. Okay. So. Sorry about the coughs. It is freezing. And I'm starting to get a little bit of a cold. So it's a life swap card draw deck, which is interesting. Optimize casual, win condition, lose life, draw cards. Blick? Pulling the blicky on him? Gain life back. Schmack face. Love it. Favorite interaction. I don't have any favorite interactions, but provided you have protection for Mr. Negative, no matter where your life total's at, you feel very in control. I love that. That's actually one of my favorite things on a card, is to feel like safe no matter what. What do you hope to get from your review? To show off my deck to get some new card recommendations. What type of member are you? A YouTube member. Thank you very much, Matt. We're going to look at your deck right here. Actually, I'm going to make sure that nobody is outside my door. I just heard somebody walk. One second. Oh. Nobody. I swear every time I start recording, I can like hear stuff moving around the house, and I'm like, who is that? Nobody. My play group proxies, by the way. Apologies if it makes it feel less interesting for you / viewers. No, you're fine. I really no budget constraints on the deck reviews. I just like looking at some decks. Okay. So Mr. Negative, 4, a white and a black for a 5/5 Vigilance lifelink. When Mr. Negative enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. That's incredibly good. Yeah, life gain, draw cards. Also, list submitted for you. Hey, appreciate you, my guy. Okay, so is this thing... No tags. That's okay. So creatures. Cryptghast, Extort, big mana, love it. Doom Whisperer, pay 2 life, Surveil 2. This is actually really good because it's not necessarily a graveyard deck, but it does let you fix your draws and pay life, so you can like get yourself really low and then exchange life when you're really low with somebody. So get yourself to like 2 with Doom Whisperer, exchange life, and then take them out. Enduring Tenacity, when we gain life, they lose that much. Same with Veto. Gray Merchant, you know what that does. Tree of Perdition, 3 and a black, 0/13 Defender. Tap it, exchange target player's life total with Tree of Perdition's toughness. Super good. Villis, Broker of Blood, 5 and 3 black for an 8/8 flying. Pay 1 black, pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. I mean, it's gotta be PMAC. Sanguine Bond. It's gotta be. That is incredibly disgusting in this deck. Like, yikes, disgusting. You get this thing in play and you're like, yeah. Is there many draw engines in black-white, though? Because I'm like thinking of like Teferi's Tutelage and stuff, but that's blue. I'm wondering if there's any draw engines in black-white. Because even if you can get like 1 going in this deck, you're absolutely popping off. I know there's like a couple, like whenever you draw your second cards and stuff like that. But I don't think there's a lot of like full on. Oh, these things are. Ugh. These things are incredibly carbonated. Okay. Veto. Wall of Blood, another life outlet. You can just go ahead and take yourself down to 1 and then activate your commander and be like, or play your commander. Sorry. Do you run blink spells in here? Yep. Cloud Shade, Ephemerate, Flicker. Yep. That makes sense. Okay. Sorceries, Afterlife of the Loam. Okay, so there is reanimation in here. I was just going to ask you if you have reanimation in here as well. I like this. Maybe an Animate Dead and Dance of the Dead. I'm just saying. Those two are very, very good as well. Off the top of my dome there. Okay. Afterlife of the Loam. Delve. You get to, for each player, return a creature card from their graveyard. Bubbling Muck doubles your black mana. Damnation's a board wipe. Demonic Tutor's a tutor. Exsanguinate drains and gains. Feed the Swarm removes. Grim Tutor tutors. Reanimate brings something back from grave. Rise from the Dark Realms brings back everything from grave. And Temporal Extortion makes a player lose half their life total unless they let you take an extra turn. I kind of nailed that shit. All incredibly good. My cousin loved Temporal Extortion. This is one of his cards that he was a huge fan of. So every time we'd play with each other, it'd be like, oh. I think most of the time I probably ended up... Yeah, I don't even think most of the time. I think every time I ended up paying half my life. So it's a 4 black, pay half your life. It's pretty good. Angel's Grace. 1 white instant, split second. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. Until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Absolutely disgusting. This is such a good card. That's such a good card. I'm going to save this. I might need to pick one of them up. Because I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I love, like, I always make the analogy of, like, when I used to play League of Legends, I would play Heimerdinger, and I felt super safe when I played him. Because I was like, I got turrets that are backing me up. I got plenty of protection around me. I can kind of play more spicy, a little bit more aggressive, and be, like, comfortable with it. I'm thinking about it, and in my brain, I'm like, I want a commander that makes me feel comfortable. But then I'm like, you could just run a couple cards like Angel's Grace and like just feel comfortable in like any deck that has white in it. So I'm going to start running this card. I really, really like that. Saw in half seems pretty great in this list. Yes, it does. Saw in half seems really good. Destroy target creature. Its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of it, except they have half that creature's power and toughness rounded down. Hey fella, nice gnome hat. Thanks, Crypt Knight. Matt4943. I have it in there. Angel's Grace is when an opponent thinks they have me. It is insane in this. I get down to 1, then switch with the highest player. That is really funny, and if someone like actually does end up having like a shiesty play that could get you, you're like, nah, I still just stay at 1. You ain't gonna get me this turn. Okay, this is not the right list. There we go. Cabal Ritual, 1 and a black, add 3 black. Threshold, instead add 5 black if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Cloud Shift is blink, Ephemerate's blink, Flicker of Fate's blink, Long Road Home, blink, Justicar's portal, Otherworldly. Ooh, there's that carbonated water. Otherworldly Journey, Parting Guest? Yeah, Parting Guest, Slip on the Ring. Those are all blink spells. Saw in half is in here. I didn't notice it because it's the Deadpool art. Dark Ritual, add some mana. Deadly Relic, free removal. False Cure. I love False Cure. This is one of my first obscure cards I talked about on this channel. 2 black, instant until end of turn. Whenever a player gains life, that player loses 2 life for each 1 life he or she gained. Absolutely awesome. You could just win the game with your commander in this. Super good. I play black regularly. That's gross AF. Oh no, Delro Hughes. I'm so sorry. The Universe Within art for this commander is really, really, really bad. There's a new 2-mana blink card in Lorwyn that makes a dude. Oh, it makes the Changeling? Oh, it's disgusting. That one's so good. I just realized I pulled one of those out of a pack. Also, I realized I got a ton of these little Kifkin things. Tokens. Which has fantastic... Who did the art on this? Jeff Lobenstein. Some good-ass art right there, dude. I like that art. I love Feign Death with this also. Oh yeah, Feign Death trigger seemed really good with this. If someone thinks they have your commander, you're like, actually, it's going to come back and do its trigger again, actually. Feign Death. Wow, that's already in here. Should have just read. Imp's Mischief. Love this card. 1 and a black, instant. Change the target to target spell with a single target. You lose life equal to its mana cost. I'm actually going to pick one of these up as well. I think like Angel's Grace and Imp's Mischief might get put in Arna. Just instead of like a couple, like, maybe not removal. I'll have to figure out what I take out for it, but I really like those 2 cards. Those are both kind of that make me feel safe kind of thing. Maybe not Imp's Mischief and Arna because I already run blue. You know what I mean? So I already got counter spells and stuff. Imp's Mischief and Taval, however. I already got blue and Taval though. Fuck. It's still not bad. Imp's Mischief's super cool, man, but I can't justify it if I have blue in the deck already. Malakir Rebirth, another Feign Death type card. Necrologia. Robert Logia. R is in really Robert Logia. 3 and 2 black, instant. Play Necrologia only during your end step. As an additional cost to play Necrologia, pay any amount of life. Draw cards equal to the amount of life paid this way. That's actually really good. Oh, only play it during your end step? Damn. Unfortunate. Imp's Mischief is tough to justify for me. Modern versions of the effect will also redirect abilities. Yeah, if I'm like mono black or like black white or maybe black green, I think Imp's Mischief's really cool because you really don't get those effects much in those colors, if at all. So I think that's great. Otherworldly Journey, another blink spell. I don't know if we got that one. Saw in half, we talked about. Snuff Out can be some free removal. And Undying Malice, another Feign Death trigger, and Teferi's Protection, another I don't lose card. I actually traded in my Teferi's Protection. This made me feel too safe, and I didn't enjoy playing my deck because every single game just ended with me being like, yeah, I can just go balls to the wall as hard as I want and not get punished for it because I can just drop a Teferi's Protection. Sorry. Artifacts, Bolas' Citadel. Yeah, pay life instead of mana for stuff off the top of your deck? Sure. Conjurer's Closet, guaranteed reset on your commander's ability. That's going to be really good. Gauntlet of Power in a 2-color deck? Sure. Creatures get a buff, your mana gets a buff. Helm of the Host, yeah, get more of Mr. Negatives, so more ETBs. Sure. Gem Medallion, good mana ramp. Let's see if we can just get more mana ramp here. Soul Ring, good mana ramp. And Thought Vessel, good mana ramp. Phyrexian Processor, 4 for an artifact. When it enters the battlefield, pay any amount of life. Ooh, you get to make big boys. Oh, this is cool. You drop a Phyrexian Processor, drop yourself down to like 1, and then Cloud Shift your commander. You're just like, yeah, sorry, you're at 1. And I can make like a 39 token now. Apologies. Soul Conduit, 6 for an artifact. 2 players exchange life for 6 mana. Sure. Swiftfoot Boots, good protection. Tainted Sigil, love this card. 1 a black and a white for an artifact. Tap it, sacrifice Tainted Sigil. You gain life equal to the total life lost by all players this turn. All players is nuts. The Endstone, 7 for a legendary artifact. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total rounded up. Ew. Does that count as life gain? It has to, right? Because like doubling your life total counts as life gain. This has to count as life gain. This is really good. You can just use one of your pay life effects and just drop yourself to like nothing and then just end your turn. Yeah, I reset. Plus gained that much. Apologies. The chat seems to be glitched. Last time I did this, it eventually... You can't restore the chat just by right-clicking. Oh, let's do this. Live chat. Yeah, it automatically set it to top chat, which I don't even know what that means. So we're going to turn that off. Okay, sorry. There's a lot of stuff I missed here. This deck looks powerful. Then again, I play with chill guys who like to play precon power levels. That's fair. I like to play like upgraded precon. I just bought Taval and then added all the good shit to it. That's like my favorite deck right now too. That's why I like Necro Dominance a bit more. Necro Dominance. Oh yeah. 3 black, legendary, skip your draw step. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do, draw that many cards. Your maximum hand size 5. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Yeah, $2 card. It's very, very good. Yeah, Children of Corliss. I forgot about that one. The guy you can sack to gain the life you lost. Yeah, 1-drop, 1/1. You sack to gain the amount of life you lost this turn. That's really, really good. It's incredibly good, actually. Yeah, this is stupidly powerful. Not to be played versus precons. What if you like Pariah, Barbed Servitor, Wall of Blood? Hey! Delro, coming in clutch. I was just asking at the beginning of the stream if there were any draw effects in Black-White. Those are great suggestions. Pariah, all damage that will be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I thought these did different things. Still pretty good, though. 3 and a black for a 1/1 indestructible. When Barbed Servitor enters the battlefield, suspect it. When it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. When Barbed Servitor is dealt damage, target opponent loses that much life. And then Wall of Blood. I think we already had Wall of Blood. I don't know how I do this text thing by clicking the link up top every time, but I don't even... I'm too good, I guess. Wall of Blood. Oh, we already looked at this. I think Wall of Blood's in the deck. Yeah, Wall of Blood's in the deck. Yeah, Pariah Barbed Servitor is actually really cool, though. Force all the damage onto Barbed Servitor and then just dish it back out. Get a Stuffy Doll going. I love Stuffy Doll. That card's so cool. Okay, anyway, Endstone. Very, very good. Incredible card in this deck. The One Ring. Don't really need to talk about it. Insane card, actually. The Soul Stone. 1 and a black, indestructible. Tap for a black. Pay 6 and a black. Tap it. Exile a creature you control. Harness the Soul Stone. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, it's a good mana rock, honestly. I don't see many games where you're probably going to get to the 6 and a black without having already won. But, like, why not have that option on your mana rock at the end of the day? Paying life or losing life is not taking damage. Gotcha. That is weird. Because when you, like, double your life, it's gaining life. But when you half your life, it's not taking damage. That's so strange. But it is life loss, so that makes sense. Access Immortality, 4 and 2 white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have 2 target players exchange life totals. Black Market, whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on Black Market, then add black equal to the charge counters on your upkeep, or on your main phase? Main phase. Black Market Connections, 2 and a black, incredible card. I want one of these so bad. It's 13 bucks, not too bad. Wait until it sits more around like 10. I might pick one up. 2 and a black enchantment at the beginning of pre-combat main phase. Choose 1 or more. You lose 1 life and create a treasure token, or you may lose 2 life and draw a card, or you may create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter token changeling and you lose 3 life. Incredibly good card. Gotcha. I have several copies. I could trade you. Ooh, yeah. Well, let me know what you hit me up on the DMs. What you need, PMAC. I don't have a ton of stuff, but I got some cool stuff from Lorwyn recently. I don't know if you want any of that. Greed's a good card draw piece. Necropotence. I call it Necropotence, but I've heard people say Necropotence, and I think that's a really cool way of putting it, but I'm going to say Necropotence. 3 black, enchantment. Skip your draw step. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Pay 1 life. Exile the top card of your library face down. Put that card into your hand at the beginning of your end step. This is incredible. It's crazy that it doesn't just put everything in the graveyard, just what you discard. Single bond, gain life, lose life. Very good. Tainted Remedy. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. Ooh, with your commander, that's going to kill him. Teleportation Circle. Again, reset your commander with a blink every turn. And Unspeakable Symbol. Pay 3 life, put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Again, another life dump. And lands. Pay 2 life, add 2 mana. It's going to be good in here. Couple of coffers. I'm guessing you have Yagwa or Urborg. Yep, Urborg's down there. Castle Locthwain. Draw a card, then you lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Super good. Anything else that causes you to lose some life here? Vesuva. Have it enter as a copy of another land. Tapped, but still. Vesuva's really good. It enters tapped, but I still think... I don't know. Entering tapped is kind of rough, but any land is definitely not rough. It's like if you're... I'm kind of fine with having like a tapped Nykthos, you know what I mean? I'm like, definitely going to utilize that next turn. This is very strong looking, as a couple people have already brought up in the chat. Suggestions for it, feel free to send them my way, chat, because my brain's thinking. I'm thinking. Got some piles of cards around me. I got like piles of rares. Trying to see if I want to... or if I can suggest any of these for your deck. What color pairing do you like to play, streamer man? I really like Sultai. Black, green, blue is probably my favorite. My favorite colors are... man, it's hard. Blue's probably my favorite color to play, not for control reasons, because I love it as like a partner color. And then black's my second favorite, and then green's my third favorite. Like blue is like a main thing in my deck, as in my favorite. I like black being like the main thing in my deck, like Reanimator, Graveyard stuff. That's my thing. None of these would be... actually... nah, that wouldn't be good. I pulled this sexy emptiness out of a pack today. Looks schmecksy. Witch Enchanter Gaming. Witch Enchanter Gaming? What the hell does that mean? Oh, I missed a lot of this. Hold on a second. There's no removal in the deck. Yeah, you might need some removal. That's fair. You have Feed the Swarm. Yeah, you need to definitely throw in like a Path to Exile, a Swords to Plowshare. Especially like Swords to Plowshare, because it gains life. For your exiled thing. Seems extra good. There's a lot of removal that does stuff like that. Hold on a second. Destroy, gain, life, equal. I mean, Kaya's Wrath. Destroy all creatures. You gain life equal to the number of creatures you control that were destroyed this way. I mean, you'd have to play your commander again, but that's kind of fine because your commander is an ETB. So if there's a play where you can get some big mana off the bubbling muck and stuff, you might be able to do that. It's kind of cool. The one that I saw that I think would be kind of cool is this one, Divine Offering. Destroy target artifact, you gain life equal to the converted mana cost. Just like some removal like that doesn't seem bad in this deck. Toxic Deluge seems very good. Super good suggestion. 2 and a black, pay X life to additional cost to pay this spell. Again, just complete mana dump. All creatures get -X until end of turn. Seems really good. Witch Enchanter. I don't know. You're supposed to tell me. 3 and a white. It's a white land on the back. When it enters, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Did you see the changeling, the green changeling that's just like a Rex Sage except it has changeling? Pulled one of those out of my pre-release packs and I was like, this is really good, right? It's great. I put it in my deck. I just swapped out Wreck for it. I think it seems really good. I like Withering Torment because I struggle versus strong enchantments with my Black Orzhov decks. Withering Torment. Oh, yes, another good one. 2 and a black instant, destroy target creature or enchantment, you lose 2 life. Yeah, any of those for some removal would be great in this deck. How are we doing on like card draw and stuff? Well, I mean, your commander is going to draw you a ton of cards over the course of the game. So I feel like we're kind of okay on that. Unspeakable Symbol is already in here. Trying to think what else we got here. Let me, oh wait, hold on a second. Got another little pile here I can look through. Sorry. Wow, they're yelling down there. Okay. Nothing in there that's gonna help at all. Where's my binders at? That's why I feel weird. I feel naked without my binder. Oh, there it is. I like never run life gain, life loss stuff, so there actually might be some of that in here. It's slow, but it's very good for this kind of drain gain stuff. Oh, Bastion of Remembrance. I don't know. I don't feel like that's like part of the game plan though, because Bastion's only when like a creature you control dies, right? Like maybe a Blood Artist, but I don't even like adding cards like that because I feel like it's a slippery slope because I want to put them all in there then, and then it's just like an aristocrat deck by the end of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Looking for some cards to suggest for the deck. Oh yeah. It's black and it's white. You want to saw the human soldier in half? You could for funnies. Very true. The classic saw human soldier in half joke. Very funny joke. Like Crib Swap. I was so excited to see a Crib Swap reprint. I pulled that out of a pack and I was like, oh, dude. That reminds me of the good old days when I used to play MTJ. Is that Pay Life? No. Bump. Also, side note, I have an Aloro deck, hence it's lacking those little 1 life pingers. I have those in that deck and make all my decks different where I can. Hey, I really appreciate that. I do the same thing. I like when deck builders do that. Because, like, it might be the most, like, not even optimal, just, like, an option. But if you already have that in one deck, I do the same thing. Like, I don't want to do that in, like, all my decks. I've actually, yeah, cool. That just confirmed a little thing I've been thinking about lately. What else could we suggest here? I mean, we've got like plenty of like removal suggestions I could suggest, but they're just like straight up removal. I don't know if you really... How many enchantments do you run? I feel like you got a good amount of enchantments in this list. 9. It's not as much as I thought. You have a lot of instants and sorceries. Wait, you got a lot of instants and sorceries. Hold on a second. Is there any good Magecraft stuff that's in your colors that would help? Magecraft, give this thing +2/+2. Magecraft, give it +1/+0. You can't run this one because there's red on the back. Magecraft, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on creatures you control, get 1/1 until end of turn. Yeah, no. Professor Onyx isn't bad. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you can pay 2 life and gain 2 life. And her +1 helps you fill the graveyard, and her -3 makes people sack stuff. Her -8 is kind of like a torrent of Hailfire, just like on a stick. That could be kind of cool. Professor Onyx might be kind of neat. Sedgemoor Witch, 2 and a black, 3/2 Menace. Ward, pay 3 life. Magecraft, make a 1/1 pest whenever you cast an instant sorcery. Maybe. I don't think that one really fits the deck too much, though. I mean, Professor Onyx might be cool. That's like the only one here that I really see. That could be interesting, though. I love Ink Shield. Ink Shield's so good, man. Such an incredible card. Actually, so good. This deck's just based off my old Villas deck. Fair. Expedition map. He's expeditious. Oh my gosh, that was... Okay. Expedition? Yeah. Whenever it's E versus I, I'm just like, whichever one it's not, I'm gonna go with that one. 1 colorless for an artifact. 2, tap it. Sacrifice this artifact. Search your library for a land card. If you put it in your hand, then shuffle. Yeah, I mean, is there any lands that you like really, really need in this deck though, to grab with that? I mean, you're running Cabal Coffers and Urborg. That actually might be justifiable. I think more Access and Morality and Soul Conduit might be a bit redundant. I actually do agree with that too. Kryptonite, because like your commander does it, but not only that, every single blink spell you have is also doing that. All the Feign Death triggers are also doing that. Like those are all essentially doing the same thing for like a lot less mana, and they also double as protection for your commander. So I do agree. That actually is a good point. Yeah, he's expeditious. Nutritious. You should put Damn in here. Damn's such a good card. Damn's such a damn good card. Destroy one thing or destroy everything. Why not? Destroy one thing. Destroy everything. Why not? Ooh. Any more suggestions in the chitty chit chat? In the chitty chitty bang bang over here? Damn is a great board wipe. Damn good. Yeah, I'm super heavy on the game plan. I will add removal in place of some blink. Yeah, I would add removal in place of Soul Conduit and Access Morality, personally. But if you really, really like those cards, then blink is essentially doing the same thing. So you could definitely swap those out. But yeah, some more removal is definitely needed. Does your commander cost like 7 or something? Yeah. You do have some mana ramp. Not a ton, but you have some mana ramp. What about like some big mana ramp? Like a Nyx Lotus, actually. Might I suggest. You just get to like tap for your devotion to a color. Not bad. Or maybe just like a Gilded Lotus or something. Just I feel like one of the big mana things might be good in this deck because it would help you hit your commander earlier. Maybe even it's not Worn Power Stone, it's the other one. There's another one that adds 3. That's kind of like Worn Power Stone. Shit. Gristleband is banned in Commander. Damn, for real? Horrible card name. Thran Dynamo. There we go. I think Thran Dynamo would actually be pretty good in this deck. 4-drop that adds 3, so you'd get your commander out earlier and then definitely have some mana late game to get it out. But like Bubbling Muck and stuff is doing a lot of the big mana lifting in this deck, so probably not necessary. What about the like equal to life gained? Oh, Golem seems good. 1 and a black, 1/1 Skulk. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent dealt combat damage this game by creature named Golem loses life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. Each opponent. So if you can smack each opponent with Golem and then gain a bunch of life, you can take everybody out at once. That could be pretty cool. Well of Lost Dreams is okay. I mean, like, not okay. It's very, very good because you would be drawing a ton of cards, but I feel like you're already going to be drawing plenty in your deck. You don't really need that. Whenever you gain life, you may convert Ratchet. When you do, return target artifact card with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you gained onto the battlefield tapped. That's not bad. You run like, what, like 12 artifacts or something? 14? It's not terrible. Oh, the baby is crying. So sad. Astarion's really good too. 4 black, white, 4/4 death touch, lifelink. Beginning of your end step, choose one. Target opponent loses life equal to how much you gained. Or no. Wait, what? Target opponent loses life equal to the amount of life they lost this turn. Not what I thought that did. Very good. You gain life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. This is kind of perfect in your deck. Astarion Golem might be insane. The Golden Throne, aka my toilet. 4 colorless legendary artifact. If you would lose the game, instead exile the Golden Throne and your life total becomes 1. Seems really good. Tap it, sacrifice a creature, add 3 mana of any combination of colors. Yeah, the saving your life aspect seems pretty fucking good. Especially in your deck. The Golden Throne. I'm late. I forgore. Oh, you're good, Bleg. Kryptonite. Nick, were you always EST pilled? What does that mean? What does EST mean? And I could answer your question. Any more suggestions here? Eastern Standard Time? Yes, I've always been EST pilled, dude. I've always been EST pilled, my guy. Since I was born. Since I was born in the EST. I was born in the EST. Give the chat a couple seconds to suggest a few more things before we move on. Trying to make sure we get both these decks reviewed tonight because of the weather. Just in case, because my internet was already kind of being shitty yesterday and it was just windy. And we're getting wind and snow right now, so I'm making sure that we can get both these knocked out. I definitely feel better today, by the way. Yesterday I felt terrible. It literally like turned to like 7 o'clock and I was like, oh my god, I'm not going live. I was like, everything hurt. My ribs hurt, my chest hurt. Call me Cheetah. A lot of people don't get that joke when I say it. It's okay. It just felt like, ugh, my whole body was just achy. Today I woke up, I was a little shaky. Not achy though. Tomorrow I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll wake up cakey. And all will be right with the world. Thanks, chat, for the suggestions. Thanks, Nick. No problem, Matt. We'll look out for the short on Wednesday. I'll post it in the Discord. Call me Cheetah because I got the runs. No. Here's the full setup. I always go when I cough. Ugh. I'll be like, call me Chester because call me Cheetah because my chest hurts. Because like Chester Cheetah kind of sounds like chest hurt. It's not a good joke. I didn't say it was a good joke. Matt caked up. Matt gets it. Matt understands. Okay. Moving on to Blubberball's Ghidorah deck. And that's right. The name of it is Sloppy Toppy. I didn't name these decks. I didn't name this thing. He named it. Also, I have no clue where the submission went. A couple of the forms were deleted. I thought I knew that the first 2 were. That I already messaged you last week. But apparently there was more that were deleted. Didn't realize. So I don't have the submission thing for this. If someone is in the chat that is Blurburbal, maybe it's Bleg. This kind of sounds like a Bleg name. Let us know what this is. Let us know what this deck is. I mean, it's a mutate deck. That's like the reason I felt pretty comfortable just like reviewing it anyway. It's because it's a mutate deck. It seems pretty... It knows what it's doing. You know what I mean? No idea. I tend to torture my opponents for as long as I can. That's really funny. What's Mr. Negative's lore? Is he kind of that way? Is he that kind of dude? What's he from anyway? Spider-Man. Light and dark, they are in opposition, but both are necessary. I am both, and so I am all. But like, you're just like a negative version, so like, wouldn't the positive version also be light and dark? Mr. Negative? He's like, boom, I don't want to go to work. Nobody likes me there. Ah, don't be Mr. Negative. Spider-Man villain, sadly. Alright, Ghidorah. also known as Ilma, Apex of Wishes, is 2 a green, a blue, and a red for a 6/6 with mutate, 3 Gruel, and 2 blue, flying trample. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. Pretty good. I think the Mr. Negative was just a real nice guy that got hit with the opposite beam. Bow! Hit him with the opposite beam. Wouldn't he be Mrs. Negative? Unless, oh my god, he was Mrs. Regular before. Now he's Mr. Negative. Holy shit. Hate the card art, but you can't deny how good it is. It's very, very good. Okay, so Ghidorah is also very, very good. You get to just reveal off top, so you hit a non-land thing and put it into play. It doesn't even matter about mana cost. That seems not manipulatable and really good at all. Every time it mutates, sure. Also, I'm very unfamiliar with mutate shenanigans. I ran the Sultai mutate guy that can mutate from the grave. That was just to keep playing him from grave over and over again. Mutated onto big bodies. That was it. So I'm not familiar with a lot of the cool tech. There are a couple pieces of tech that I do know about. So I will suggest those once we get into the deck a little bit. Aren't they all Mrs. Negative? True. True that, brother. Yo, dude, love your channel and really enjoy the absurdly underplayed card videos. I have a deck that I wouldn't mind if you would review. How could I go about doing that? Mutate is stupid AF. I know there's a ton of ridiculous stuff you can do with it. I have no idea what some of that tech is. Again, I know like a couple weird things you can do with it. Senides28, is that how I say your name? I do deck reviews for like patrons, YouTube members. It starts as like low as $1. So if you want to throw me $1 for a month, submit a bunch of decks. I'll review your decks over the next few months. Feel free to drop it after a month or whatever. But yeah, that's how you get in here. Mutate Codis changed my life. Ooh, Mutate Codis. Yikes, that seems really good. That's gross. Mutate Codis, actually, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, ew. I be hoeing. Yeah, am I late? Is this the first deck? We just started the second deck, I be hoeing, so you're just on time for the second one. We did the Mr. Negative deck first. If you have any suggestions for this deck, post them in the chat, because Matt is still in here. So he can definitely still get those suggestions. Okay, so for Ghidorah, we're going to jump into the card draw here. We got Augur of Autumn. Jeez. Augur of Autumn. You can look at the top card. You may play lands from the top. As long as you have 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creatures from the top. Brainstorm, Cemetery Illuminator. 1 and 2 blue. I actually don't know what this does. I've seen the other Cemetery stuff, but I haven't seen this one. Snide DS. Cool. Snide or Snide DS. 20. Why isn't Oracle of Moldiah not in here? Is this one of those brain teasers? Why isn't Oracle of Moldiah not? My brain explodes. I don't know. It's a great card. It's definitely a suggestion. Cemetery Illuminator, 1 and 2 blue, 2/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Once per turn, you may cast a spell from the top of your library if it shares a card type with a card exiled with Cemetery Illuminator. Sure, looking at the top of your library just seems good, because you'll know if you should waste your card fixing and the deck setting cards and stuff, so I get that. Disciple of Freyles, sack a creature, gain X, draw X. Love Disciple of Freyles. Insane card. Snides, so close. Snides. Hello. Eldamri Corvectal. 1 and 2. I don't know what Corvectal is. That's a sick surname, though. 1 and 2 green for a 3/3. Look at the top card of your library. Cast creatures off top. Tap 2 creatures. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Super good card in this deck. I don't like Augur because it's a human. Oracle does so much more for you. Courser of Crewfix also. I love Courser of Crewfix. That was one of my favorite cards back in Standard. 1 and 2 green, 2/4. Play with the top card revealed. You may play lands from the top. Whenever a land enters, you gain 1. Courser of Crewfix was so good in Standard, man. Doomwake Giants, Courser of Crewfixes. Love me a good Doomwake Giant. Love me a good Doom. I think I've said that word for word on the stream before. Love me a good Doomwing Giant. Elvish Farsight. 1 green, sorcery, scry 3. Then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, draw a card. Yeah. Set the top of your library. Atali Primal Conqueror. 5 and 2 red. 7/7. Trample. When it enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among the non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. Disgusting. If you hit an Atali off your commander mutate, gross. You can also flip it and make it an 11/11 indestructible that whenever it deals damage, they get that many poison counters. It just has infect. They just couldn't put infect on the back of it, I guess. Explore, draw a card, play an extra land. Fortune Teller's Talent. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. Love to see that card rep, dude. I just stuck this. I'm working on an Emmett Selch list. I have like a little bit of the Emmett Selch list going here. Not the really strong one, the other one. The four drop? The one that makes your stuff in your graveyard cost less. Love Fortune Teller's Talent. Atali wins by turn 3 in CDH. Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure on that one. Just I'm gonna go ahead and cheat this into play, and you're dead. Sorry. Fortune Teller's Talent. 1 blue. Look at the top card of your library. Level 2 is 3 in a blue. As long as you've cast a spell this turn, you may play cards from the top of your library. 2 in a blue. Level 3. Spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 2 less to cast. So in especially, that's got to show you this because it's so disgusting, dude. In the Emmett Selch deck, this one, spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. So if I've got Fortune Teller's Talent out, that's level 3. All the stuff I cast from my graveyard will cost 4 less to cast. And just the prospect of that, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of busted. Because, like, I could play something like... let me see. Because Emmett Selch also evades timing restrictions. So you could play something like Season of Loss during someone else's turn. Board wipes during other people's turns. Super cool. I actually like it a lot. Atali wins by turn. Oh, sorry. If the pod allows Atali to exist. Very true. Also, I sent you proof of the card. Sorry, I'm going full dyslexic right now. Also, I sent you proof of the card I have. Of the card. Sorry, comma. There we go. I have it ready to ship for you. Oh, cool. We'll talk. Hell yeah, PMac. I'm excited. Weird question. But what do you think of Derevi Imperial Tactician? I just built him. I love Derevi. I actually am working on a video talking about Derevi, actually. That's really funny, because someone submitted a Derevi deck for this, maybe like a month or 2 back, and I was like, isn't Derevi banned? And everyone in chat's like, no. Someone was like, I think she's banned in like 1v1 Commander, but she's not banned. And I have played so much 1v1 Commander in my life, like almost exclusively until recently, that I always just had her in my brain as banned. So I'm also working on a Derevi list, so I'd love to take a look at that at some point. Love Derevi. I think it's such a strong ability. Again, like I was talking about earlier in the stream, commanders that make me feel safe, I really like that. And Derevi's ability to always come out for 4. You can just play risky as hell, dude. And just play it. Evil commander, coming from a former player. She's absolutely disgusting. Derevi is underplayed. He's a boss. No shit, dude. I played him proxied, and she's so fun. It doesn't have to be a stack. Derevi is nice. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not running it as a stack. I'm literally just trying to do fun tap abilities and untap abilities. Just do that, fucking get a gif of me doing that, dude. Yeah, I'm just trying to like cheese some tap and untap shit. She's just fun. You can do so many different cool things with her. Glimpse the Impossible. Exile 3 cards off the top of your deck at the beginning of your next end step. If any of those cards remain exiled, put them into your graveyard, then create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token for each card put into your graveyard. What? Oh, I'm so jealous of this card. As a Sultai Reanimator player, I'm jealous of this card. If this was in my colors, like mill your top 3 cards, make 3 1/1 Eldrazi things. Yikes! It's really good. Yeah, basically just using untap artifacts and doing fun stuff. Exactly. That's all I really want to do with it too. Lux Cannon Gaming. Derevi goes infinite, unfortunately. And I hate infinites. Oh, I hate infinites too. I'm not putting any of them in my deck. None of them are in my Derevi list. Power balance. 2 red for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast the card without paying its mana cost if the 2 have the same mana value. That seems really good because of how much you're going to set your deck. Seagate, tons of card draw. Season of Growth, again, card draw. Sylvan Library, card draw. Selling Time, card draw. Reality Chip. Look at your top deck, card draw. Mutate. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alarms. You need more mutate stuff. I don't think 4 is enough. Like, not in a bubble, if you're thinking like my commander plus 4 other things, like that seems like enough times of using his ability to win the game. I totally agree. I don't think it's enough mutates to see that many during the course of a game. I mean, you are digging a lot through your deck, so maybe 4 does actually work. Okay, PMAC agrees. Yes, you do. You need a lot more. This deck looks like the commander ought to be Maelstrom Wanderer. Yeah, Maelstrom Wanderer is really good. But I do get it, the mutate thing. I think you just lean into the mutate thing. Just get a few more mutate things going. As far as ramp's concerned, Azusa, Cultivate, Delighted Halfling, Elvish, Entish Restoration, Explore, Glimpse, Findhorn, Explore. Did I already say Explore? Oh, Exploration. Kodama's Reach, Lanelore Elves, Sakura Tribe Elder, Silverback Elder, and Soul Ring. Silverback Elder is a cool one. I like this one. 2 and 3 green, 5/7. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or creature enchantment. Ooh, I actually might get one of these for Taval as one of my reanimation targets, because that's pretty good. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a land from among them into your battlefield tap. Put the rest on the bottom. Bottom's not great. For Taval, I mean. For this deck, it's fine. Gain 4 life, sure. Soul Ring, of course. Silverback in this list seems great. I agree. Azusa, I'm not crazy about. Really? I like it because he has all that play with the top card of your library revealed, and you may play lands off the top cards. Because I feel like that'll just be hitting like a ton of land pockets off top. It's a good idea to look for value hexproof creatures to ward onto. Like a good slippery boggle. You need a good slippery boggle type creature in here. Oh, true. You can't mutate onto humans. That's a fair point. She's a ramp card, not the mutate target. You're right. It just like is a good thing to be like if she's your only out to still be able to do it. But I still like Azusa a lot in the list. Azusa lets you place 3 though, 2 additional lands though. Oracle only lets you do 1. But I agree. I think they both need to go in here. I think they're both good. Removal, Blasphemous Axe, Cemetery Illuminator, Counterbalance, Cyclonic Rift, Devastation Tide, Dracuseth, 5 and 3 red, 7/7 flying. When it attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to up to 2 targets, like additional ones. Holy. Okay, you got the like the free card with your mutate stuff. So like I was gonna say the mana cost, but who cares? You're just trying to hit into this shit. Gem Razor, you got some more mutate. Sawdust, okay, he's got more mutate. It's just not organized into the mutate package. Some of it's in here. Gem Razor, Sawdust Demolisher. Yeah. Okay. Looking better then. Hullbreaker Horror, love this card. Whenever you cast a spell, choose one. Return target spell to its owner's hand or target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Kogla, 3 and 3 green, 7/6. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. When it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. 1 and a green to return target human you control to its owner's hand. Kogla gains indestructible once on it. Ooh, Kogla's weird. Because with mutate, the returning target human's weird. I don't know how I feel about Kogla. That's just like, that just feels weird in this deck. She's a lot better with the lands off top. Yeah, Future Sight might be great in here. Future Sight seems great, for sure. It is 3 color, though. The 3 blue might be steep. Do you have Incarnation Technique in your Taval deck? It's in mine, so I thought I'd share. Yes, I do, and it is literally becoming my favorite card I've ever played. The stream actually convinced me to pick one up for the deck, like a while back when I was first building it. Someone recommended Incarnation Technique, and I looked it up, and I was like, 5 mana is so steep for that to play with it. Just play with it. And I played with it once, and I was like, this is the most busted reanimation card I've ever played with. I'm like, essentially, it's 1 3-drop reanimation card and 1 2-drop reanimation card stapled together that both mill you 5 cards. It's absolutely disgusting. Such a good card. Do you have a Taval deck? It's in mine, yeah. You should send me the list. Are you part of the Discord, Matt? Yeah, you are. I pinged you today in the Discord. Hit me with a link to that deck. I want to see what you run. See what tech you got. Nope, those were in the mutate tag. Were they really? Oh, yikes, they were. You do need more mutate then. I have a couple that I queued up before the stream over to the side that I think would be good. Pinnacle Monk. When it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery. Why not? Souvenir Snatcher. We didn't even talk about any of the mutate stuff. I just kind of like brushed past it. Let's talk about these. Sorry. Born a Green, 6/6. When it mutates, you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. One of the best mutate cards. Gem Razor destroys artifacts and enchantments. Sawtusk destroys non-creature permanents. And Souvenir lets you gain control of non-creature artifacts. All when they mutate, obviously. Kogla is a good commander. That does seem pretty fun, actually. Seems really safe. Silverby, we already did all this. The Tarask, 6 and 3 green for a 10/10. The Tarask has haste and ward 10 as long as it was cast. Whenever the Tarask attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. Again, playing this for free, we will absolutely take that. Top stacking, so these can fix the top of our deck. Academy Ruins puts an artifact from our graveyard on top of our library. Brainstorm draws us 3, puts 2 back on top. Castle Vantress scries us 3. Commercial District surveils 1. Green enchantment. Whenever a creature comes into play under your control, you may look at the top X cards of your library, where X is that creature's power. If you do, put one of those cards on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library. So you just get the best draws. That's really good. Doors of Durin, or you can just, hit the big stuff for free. Scry 2, that's all we really care about. Reveal the top card of your library, put it onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. That's also really good. Elven Farsight. Hedge Maze, again, surveil 1. Muri's Guile is incredible. This card's so good. 1 green enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. You may look at the top 3 cards of your library and put them back in any order. Kukla's Human Return is kind of like flavor text. I used it in my Kogla list, though. It really is like flavor text. That's funny. That's a really cool idea for a video, actually. To, like abilities that feel like flavor text. I don't know, PMAC Daddy. How do you feel about that? We might have to steal Kryptonite's idea, PMAC. Mystic Tutor. Search your library for an instant card or a sorcery card. Put it on the top of your library and shuffle. It seems incredible in this deck. Noxious Revival. Pretty much a free return something from your graveyard. Oh, to the top of your library. It's so good in here. One with the Multiverse. A huge enchantment that we can play for free potentially and play spells for free. Sure. Planetarium of Wan Shi Tong. 6 for a legendary artifact. Pay 1, tap it, scry 2. It's already really good in this deck. Whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do it once a turn. Who cares? It's really good. Reclaim, same idea. Put something from your graveyard back on top. Rivendell, scry 2. Season of Growth, scry 1. Sensei's Divining Top, constantly set your top 3. Soothsaying, 1 blue. You can pay 3 and 2 blue to shuffle your library, or pay X to look at the top X and put them back in any order. That's incredible in here. That's actually really good in this deck. Your chat messed up, Nick. Yep. I think I just fixed it. I just noticed that too. I was like, wait a second. Why isn't Froghemoth not in the list? Great mutate target. Froghemoth, 3 and 2 green, 4/4, trample, haste. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards from their graveyard, put that many 1/1 counters on Froghemoth, and gain 1 life for each non-creature card. Oh no, you put a 1/1 for each creature card. Okay, that's still really good. That is a very good mutate target. Soothsaying seems really good, by the way. Sylvan Library, set your top cards or draw. Really good. Telling Time, Temple of Abandon for scry, Temple of Epiphany for scry, Temple Thundering Falls for surveil, Turn Timber Simnosis. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put a creature card from them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom. And Worldly Tutor sets a creature on top. Insane in this deck. Very, very good. Elven Farsight seems really poppy? Oh, poopy. I was like, poppy. When you can play Ponder? True. Ponder seems good. Ponder, Opt, Preordain. Those all seem good. Untagged artifacts. Embercleave. 4 and 2 red, flash, costs 1 less for each creature that's attacking you control. Whenever Ebercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature. Equipped creature gets 1/1 and double strike. Sure. I mean, you're going to have a bunch of fat creatures in play and a big mutate commander, so yeah, I get it. Scroll rack, exile any number of cards from your hand, put them face down, draw that many cards at the end of your turn. Draw the cards. Hold on a second. Put that many cards from the top of your library into your hand, then look at the exiled cards and put them on top of your library in any order. Okay, there we go. Oh, I read that completely wrong. Hold on, I said exile your hand. Pay 1, tap it. Exile any number of cards from your hand face down. There we go. Put that many cards from the top of your library into your hand. Then look at the exiled cards and put them on top of your library in any order. Any order is very good, especially in this list. Also, where's Quantum Riddler? Where's Quantum Riddler? Batman. Quantum Riddler. What the hell is that? 3 and 2 blue, 4/6 flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand. If you would draw 1 or more cards, you draw that many cards plus 1 instead. What's up, T-Jum Bachelor Party? Or Tijuana, T-Jum. What's up, Tijuana Bachelor Party? Explain. I don't understand why this is good. Just because it's like a 2-mana draw 2? Potentially? I don't know. I just like $40. Holy shit. That's nuts. Untagged creatures. Goreclaw, make your big stuff cost less. Big stuff gives trample on 1/1. Jinkataxius, draw 7 cards on your upkeep. Opponents discard down to 1, I think. Maximum hand size. No, down to 0. Jesus. Nazaham. My voice is running on low. Always gets like this towards the end. 4 and 2 blue, 7/7, can't be countered. You have no max hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, you draw a card. Discard 3 cards. Exile Nazahel, Primal Tide. Return it to the battlefield tapped. Starwinder, 5 and 2 blue, 7/7. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Warp for 2 and 2 blue. That seems good in Taval. Because I can warp it to get a bunch of draw from my zombies, or just reanimate it to get a 7/7 that does that. That's pretty good. Saman Bahumet. 9 for a 9/9. Chapter 1 and 2, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Chapter 3, draw 2 cards. Chapter 4, this creature deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents you control. Yikes. To each opponent. Yikes. Oh man, I might need to get one of those for Taval. That's an insane reanimation target. Are you kidding me? Ew. Oh, that's gross. It's Aril or Arli. What's the commander? The commander is... I can never pronounce this name because I'll never remember it. I'll tell you that much. Ghidorah, King of the Cosmos, otherwise known as Ilana, Apex of Wishes. It's a mutate deck. We're playing stuff for free off top of our deck. Summon Bahamut. I'm going to have to pick up one of those as well because that's absolutely incredible. Ulamog the Infinite Gyre, 11 drop, 10/10. When you cast Ulamog, destroy target permanent, Annihilator 4. Ulamog is indestructible. When Ulamog is put into the graveyard from anywhere, shuffle the graveyard and it into their library. Gonna be good. Vaultborn Tyrant, 5 and 2 green for a 6/6 trample. When Vaultborn Tyrant or another creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life and draw a card. When Vaultborn Tyrant dies, if it's not a token, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. So that just like never leaves as long as it's dying. Ew. Saw in half one of these, dude. Saw in half a Vaultborn Tyrant. See how you feel afterwards. You get 2 3/3 copies of Vaultborn Tyrant and then another 6/6 Vaultborn Tyrant. Ew. I love Awakening Zone. Love this card. One of my favorite cards. It's not my top 5. Probably top 10 though. 2 and a green enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Make a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn. You can sack for mana. Love this thing. We've also got a Temporal Mastery, just because who doesn't want to take an extra turn? And we get to set the top of our deck so much, like, we really might as well run that. Alchemist Refuge gives us Flash. Mistveil gets the next spell can't be countered, which seems very useful in this list. And yeah, Yavimaya, make everything a forest. Okay, so any suggestions for this one here? It's the Tamir Mutate Commander. Yo, actually just threw Bahamut in Whisper. Oh, yeah. Is it, have you gotten to play it yet? Because I'm gonna put it into Vol, I think. That seems incredible. Nick, you are gonna love the list I posted. Vaultborn is nuts in the list, or in this list. Yeah, it seems incredibly good. I'm excited to see what list you posted. Yeah, Vaultborn is so good. That is actually an incredible. Again, I'm like, I can't justify dropping that much money for it, but that's a very good card. One of the cards I thought of was Galta, just because you might have a situation where you have a bunch of big creatures in hand, and if you hit a Galta off top with your commander, you can then put all those creatures from your hand into play for free. I feel like that'd be really good. Up the Beanstalk might be nice. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That's such a good card. I was gonna say, I still think it's like a couple bucks. 1 and a green, enchantment. When it enters the battlefield and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, draw a card. Such a good card. It's also cast, so I don't know, because we're just revealing off top and playing it for free, right? We're not casting it. Maybe we are. No, put that card onto the battlefield. Or into your hand. That's cool. But yeah, we're not casting it, so that sucks. Damn. Soothsaying is kind of dog dirt. I mean, in here, it's not bad, though. Just dumping whatever excess mana you have just to, like... I get what you're saying, though, because now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you have so many other ways to set the top of your deck, though. That is Soothsaying necessarily a necessity in this deck? I kind of agree that it's not, actually. I know you're not casting the stuff off the commander, but Monstrous Vortex seems good still. Doesn't seem bad. I don't know how often you're going to be hard casting the stuff in this deck, though. I do like Monstrous a lot, though. 3 and a green for an enchantment. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is its mana value. You get some crazy chains. Going off the rails with the crazy chains. What was I? Oh, yeah, okay. I had a couple things before. I think Sea Dasher Octopus would be good in here. 1 and 2 blue, 2/2, mutate for 1 and a blue, flash. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Good piece of card draw. You could just take out a piece of card draw for this, I guess, at the end of the day. The main draw for this was that it's a 2-drop mutate. So you get your commander's trigger for literally 2 mana, which seems disgusting. There's another one. Gem Razor's already in the deck, I think. Auspicious Sterix is also in the deck, I think. Ivy. This was the tech that I knew about. I think Ivy works with Mutate if I'm not mistaken. Whenever you play or cast a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell. The copy targets Ivy. So if I'm not mistaken, when you mutate, you will literally get another permanent mutated onto Ivy. That's the same mutate as you did on the other thing. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems disgusting in this list. Absolutely gross. I love Ivy for this. Yeah, Ivy seems disgusting in this list. This deck could probably go up till 38 lands or so. Oh, never mind. He's got that many. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say with all the high mana cost, I would hope he has that many. Ivy seems great. Do you guys know any more like crazy tech like Ivy for mutate? That was the only one I could think of. Project Xerox. The hell is that? Is that not? Oh, Guardian Project? Yeah. Guardian Project seems really good in this. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. It has to be. 3 and a green. Whenever a non-token creature enters under your control, you may draw a card if it doesn't have the same creature type as another creature you control. Or certain same name. Yeah, insane. Glowstone Recluse works with this commander. Glowstone Recluse. What is that? 2 and a green, 2/3, mutate for 3 and a green. Reach, when this creature mutates, put 2/1/1 counters on it. Yeah, just make your commander huge. And also a 4 mana reveal off top until you hit a permanent and play it for free. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. Polywog Symbiote goes hard. Is that the Simic one? No, what is this? 1 and a blue for a 1/3. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card and discard a card. Maybe. I feel like at max we're going to be running like 8 to 10 mutate cards in here. I don't know if that's enough. Polywog Prodigy seems really good in here, though. All your big shit hidden play is going to evolve it, and then when opponents cast shit, you're going to be drawing cards. That seems nice. I thought there were more cards that were like when a creature or like a permanent enters, if it didn't enter from your hand, do something. But they all say if you cast something, if you didn't cast it from your hand, do something. I feel like there needs to be more effects like that that say enter. I think that would be very, very cool. Maybe that's just me. Anybody getting crazy weather that's in the chat right now? From what I can tell, we seem pretty chill where we're at. Let me check actually what we're dealing with right now. I think we're pretty all right. My weather app is set to somewhere in New York, which is not what I want. Oh, it's 3 degrees right now. Doesn't look like we're having any snow or rain right now, though. Yeah, it's just cloudy. It's 3 degrees, feels like -9. Yikers. No rain or anything yet, so that's good. Dreamtail Huron, also, it's expensive, but you could justify it. I don't think I've ever heard of that card. Dreamtail Huron. 4 and a blue for a 3/4 mutate for 3 and a blue. Flying, when this creature mutates, draw a card. That seems really good in here as a card draw piece. That's great. Is Sylvella Heart of the Wilds in here? No, she's not, and she needs to be. Great suggestion. 1 and 2 green, 2/3. You can tap her for an amount of mana equal to the greatest power, and whenever a creature ETBs, if it has the greatest power among every creature in play, that creature's owner gets to draw a card. So card advantage, huge mana ramp. She's so good. Sylvella's so good. 9 degrees here. Yikes. Was 4 last night at work. Yikes. I should have gone to the card shop instead of being holed up. Yeah, literally, you should have just been locked in the card shop during the storm. Blag. That's a really good suggestion, actually. Anything else, boys? I mean, like, red Atali seems like a good thing, too. I mean, like, honestly, just getting to play off the top of not only yours when you're setting the top of your deck, but, like, everybody else's. I think that's pretty much what the other Atali does. Redundancy with an effect that powerful doesn't seem too bad. I'm thinking hard here. I haven't played Mutate in forever. I know, it's such a strange thing, too. Such a unique mechanic. I think Atali's in, the OG Atali's in here. Wherever she went. Yeah, Atali, Primal Conqueror. Disgusting. There's some 0/0 creatures worth mutating onto. Atali, Primal Conqueror, if you want to be evil. What are some suggestions, Kryptonite? I mean, you could do, like, Ornithopter, but this thing's already got flying. I'm trying to think, like Slippery Bogbinder might not be bad. Coma also, if you want to be evil. Yeah, Coma wouldn't be bad, for sure. Hitting a Coma off top, that would actually be disgusting. You can mutate onto an infect land and kill pretty quick. Oh, that's a good point. Is it Blink Moth that has the infect or Ink Moth? I think it's Ink Moth. Yeah, Ink Moth. Yeah, that's a good point. Ink Moth Mexus, just turn it into a 1/1 and then mutate onto it and then just smack somebody. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. You could also run Ornithopter of Paradise. True. Flying and adds mana. It's a completely different direction, but yeah, the unblockable infect weenies. I was thinking Hydras, but they often have X casting costs, so they aren't good flips. Yeah. Or Genesis Ultimatum. Two green, 3 blue, 2 red. Sorcery, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards from among them into play. Yeah, this is gross. Just hit this with your commander. Yeah, sorry about that. That's so gross. Yikes. Yeah, Ink seems really good. I mean, or Blink. You can just turn it into a 1/1 flying and mutate onto it, but the Infect is definitely... It's crazy that it says flying and Infect. Yikes. Such a gross card. Tamir Ascendancy is also good. Green, blue, red enchantment. Creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, you may draw a card. That's really good. That's actually great. Aurora Boyd is hilarious. I'm gonna type in Boyd because I always get... Oh, Boroid. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, how is that not right? There we go. 2 and 2 green, 1/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put X 1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. That is such a gross card. Just put like one combat trick on it, and you're just like, yeah, sorry. Sadly, Invisible Stalker is human. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you remember this card from my Genova list. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A gross card. I like want to utilize it, but I really don't have any way to buff it in my deck. In my Taval list. It is so good, though. Invisible Stalker would be so cracked. It would be so good. But you can't do it because it's human. That's so lame. Oh, this might be a weird one. What about Archetype of Imagination? 4 and 2 blue, 3/2. Creatures you control have flying. Creatures your opponents control lose flying. And they cannot gain it. So, it's essentially your stuff's permanently unblockable for the rest of the game as long as it's in play. And all your stuff blocks incredibly well. I love Archetype of Imagination. Archetype of Endurance also, for sure. Good, actually good spot right there. PMAC, I didn't even think about that. It's 6 and 2 green. Give all your stuff hexproof as well. Just all your stuff unblockability and hexproof as long as they're in play. Archetype of Endurance is so good. I love Archetype of Endurance. Shit. That'd be a good reanimation thing too in Taval. I'm getting too many of them though. Too damn many. Oh, it's a human. Damn. Those two are the most good generically. What's the one that gives trample? The red one. 1 and 2 red, 3/2. Creatures you control have trample. Creatures your opponents control lose trample. Pretty good. The archetypes are so cool. I wish they'd come up with more of these. I really, really liked this set of cards. Aurora Awakener. Oh my god, this card's so gross. It's so disgusting. 6 and a green, 7/7 trample. When this creature enters, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X permanent cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Put any number of those permanents directly onto the battlefield and put the rest revealed onto the bottom of your library. Yeah, you hit this with your commander. You're like, okay, I'm going to reveal until I hit 3 more permanents and put those permanents into play. So you're getting 4 permanents into play off one of your commander triggers if you hit Aurora Awakener. That is so good. That is actually disgusting. Let me see, let me look at my Taval list. There might be some big thing in there you can cheat in. Where's my backpack? Oh. It's over here. But my decks are not in it. Where are my decks? Oh, right here. That is on, This is Taval. Do I have any big green things in here? I honestly don't know. Guardian Project was already shouted out. Love that card. That wouldn't work. Garruk's Uprising seems good, right? Is that a cast? No, Garruk's Uprising seems great in this deck. Forgot I had one of these in Taval. Uprising. 2 and a green. Creatures you control have trample. Like we said, it's really good in this deck. Whenever this enchantment enters, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. And whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters on your side, draw a card. Seems perfect for this list, actually. Last March of the Ents. Gross card. Absolutely disgusting card. 6 and 2 red for a sorcery. This spell can't be countered. Draw cards equal to the greatest toughness of creatures you controlled, and put any number of creatures from your hand into play. Such a gross card. Absolutely disgusting, heinous card. Should have never been printed. I mean, like, Heroic Intervention would be good. I don't think I saw that in there just to protect some of your big stuff. There's Brainstorm and Brain Surge if you want more bad Brainstorms. Brainstone and Brain Surge. Gotcha. Giggling Skitter Spike. 4 for a 1/1 indestructible. When giggling, Skitter Spike attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell. It deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. And then pay 5, monstrosity 5. I mean, yeah, just mutate onto this thing. Your commander has indestructible. Your commander can go monstrous. Your commander deals damage to stuff whenever it's a target. Great suggestion. That's actually gross. Ghostly Pilfer is a card. Draw and mutate target. Oh, Ghostly Pilfer, that's a great suggestion. That's actually a really good one. 1 in a blue, 2/1. When it becomes a target, or sorry, when it becomes untapped, you pay 2, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Ghostly Pilfer is so freaking good. I will rep this card till the day I croak, dude. It's so good. Discard a card. Ghostly Pilfer can't be blocked. Yeah, mutate onto this thing and get a big unblockable card draw engine. Super card draw engine. Are you kidding me? Draw a card when it untaps and draw a card when people cast stuff from anywhere other than their hand. This card should be worth way more than it is and played more than it is. This feels like a card that just kind of slept under the radar. It's so good. Pilf is peak. It really is peak. It's such a good fucking card. It's actually insane. Orcish Librarian, the GOAT. Orcish Librarian. 1 in a red for a 1/1. Pay 1 red, tap it. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. Remove 4 of them from the game and put the rest back in any order. I like that. That's some old school dumb orc shit. I like it. All right. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to do some suggestions. I'm gonna hop off. I see a lot of poverty/budget leagues. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eldamri Corvectal is already in the list. Thrumming Stone. Why do we need Thrumming Stone in here? 4. Whenever you cast a spell, you may reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast spells with the same mana, reveal the upcoming mana cost with the rest of the bottom of your library. Yeah. I don't think that works or does anything, right? Maybe I'm missing something. At random. With Orcish Librarian, you exile 4 at random. LOL, you can't even choose which to exile. Ah, true. Can I do one from chat? Gave, Drunken Brewing. Anybody got suggestions for this guy's Gave thing? Let him know. I'm thinking Cascade. You don't need Thrumming Stone. My bad. No, you're good. I almost for a second thought Thrumming Stone put him back on top in any order, because then I was like, wait, that actually might be really, really good in like any deck. Yeah. I really like the white one that they just made. What was that one called? Any number deck. There's a white one that they just made that I really like. Tempest Hawk. It's so cool. 2 and a white, 2/2 flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a card named Tempest Hawk and put it into your deck or hand. Deck can have any number of cards named Tempest Hawk. I just like it. I'm happy we got like a white one. We also got Templar Knight and Heir Apparent. We got a lot of white ones apparently. What do we need? Are we missing any? White, blue, black, red, green. We got one for each color, baby. That's pretty sick. That'd be funny to do a 5-color deck with 5 of these and split them up evenly. That might be a deck, dude. That might be an idea. Gamekeeper. Oh, Gamekeeper's sick. 3 and a green, 2/2. When it dies, you may exile it. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card and put it into play without paying its mana cost. Put all other cards revealed this way into your graveyard. Ooh. I actually like that. That's really cool. Tempest Hawk Derevi build. Ooh, that'd be cool. That actually be sick. Or Tempest Hawk Slime Against Humanity Persistent Petitioners build. Derevi. You go all 3 of those, you divvy them up. That'd be crazy. Cream of the Crop's already in the deck, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Cream of the crop. Yep. Such cool art. I loved Morning Tide a lot. He's got cream. He's got the cream. Reminds you of the It's Always Sunny blooper, where he's like, you got so much cream inside of you, and he's jealous. He's jealous of all that built up cream. He's just waiting for that cream to come spilling out. All right. I think I'm gonna hop off, boys. I appreciate you guys checking out the stream. I'm glad we could get through it. I'm glad everything went smoothly. I hope you guys who submitted the decks got any good suggestions for these lists, and watch out for Wednesday. We're gonna upload 2 shorts about your deck submissions, and I'll give you guys some additional suggestions. If you want to submit your own decks, you can become a YouTube member, Patreon member. Starts low as $1. Thanks again, PMAC Dance Dude, for re-upping your submit or your helping on the YouTube membership and your Patreon membership. Helps out a ton. Yeah, hope you guys have a good night. Hope everything goes good for you guys with the storm and everything. Big energy coming out that you guys don't have any power outages and everything goes good. All right, have a good night. Peace. Appreciate you guys.